Honestly, this book, this in a 2 week span of me reading this shit, it's been about being extremely dedicated, passionate, being embracing yourself and your own life, regardless of your environment. It says make it out of that terrible thought process that you can only do so much. Because there is a fairy tale that a lot of people tell themselves and shit. Um, it really making sure you really stick to some affirmations, gratitude journaling, morning pages. There's something really big in this book. I've been partaking in it, and it's doing some good things, I must say. I'm pretty impressed with that journaling does. You know what I'm saying? You think that shit might be something corny. You might think that shit is something that is who gonna do some morning pages? But actually, that shit really been played. I've been really I always been myself. I always been authentic. But not only is that, but I'm sharpening it. You know what I'm saying? I'm really sharpening it to okay, this is who I am. What can I do with this? What can I do with this? You know, I don't know the microphone working shit, so but yeah, great book. It's been 2 weeks, and I've been going on some artist dates. You know what I'm saying? That's really just solo trip, bro. It's really just telling you to get out of the house. It's really just telling you to embrace nature, smell the roses, smell the flowers, and it's not, it's just not that hard. It's only as hard as we allow our it to be for us. You know what I'm saying? If we allow this shit to be hard, then this shit gonna be hard. So if you got a passion or if you even got the curiosity, you know, some people hide their curiosities through dismissiveness by like saying, "Man, that's not for me. That's not," or even talking down on another person when deep down they want to do that same thing, but they are not that as confident as that person. So them being unconfident or being them bothered, them even have to fight that battling process, that thought process. They pull out dismissiveness. And these people are also even called crazy makers in the book. But I experienced this way before reading this. So this book hasn't really been telling me new information. But I mean, if you haven't been discovered no ways of trying to think better of things, then it'll tell you something different. But I've been optimistic through all pain and suffering. So but this really making me expand. It's like, damn, I can really expand my wings and be encouraged to do so. So that's why I'm really liking this book. It's encouraging, It's not telling you nothing new, but it's encouraging you. Some people don't really get that like in life. I think I get encouragement from my close family and friends. You know, and more and more and more like we grow and things like that, it just get harder to like sometimes we tell ourselves that it's not true. So some things and sometimes it's authentic, you know. But it's the discovering the difference between that. But artist day, that's a solo trip. My solo trip, I think maybe me having this on my brain while I was doing it made me real and became more realizations that I did before. Like going into the store, like I'm saying, I cut this shit off. All right, like on my artist that I went to this. Well, first off, to even get to the understanding of the importance of what I my what this first to even get to the understanding of what this means for me is that I live in a fucking, I live in a I live in a real small town, and the only thing we have here is a ghost mall, right? So if you know you got a goddamn Halloween Town mall, then why would you even go? So you just stop going to the mall because it's just like I don't know what's going on there. I feel like Michael Myers in that mall, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go out with that. But on the solo time, I actually said I'm gonna go out. I'm just do the walk around it. This shit was actually kind of decent this time. They got some new stores in there. They got some new decent things, some more fashionable things. So it's some quality. Cause I think I don't know if it's just economics or not, but maybe that it's like these are individual entrepreneurs, but they actually coming with with some, you know what I'm saying? They really coming with some stuff. So shout out to them. I'll be in the mall. That's the new store right by the Chuck E. Cheese and yeah, it's hard. And I'm taking pictures and shit. And I'm seeing my vision even more clearly. You know what I'm saying? Style is a part of me. I like that schemes. I like color schemes. I like shirts. I like pants. But damn, I need to sit. But yeah, I like that. And see, I like the pants. And what else? And there was actually good vibes in that mall that day. You know what I'm saying? That was what. Cause it's been 2 weeks, so I've been once a week there. Every time I do a look, I change it up a little bit. I've been going out, you know what I'm saying, outside, getting some fresh air, observing and shit. And that's important. Like sometimes I don't even know how to communicate how I feel. But at least I'm real. It's only hard to communicate because I'm real. If I was lying to you, it would be so easy to talk. If I was a liar, it would be way easier to talk. I tell the truth. Lies don't come natural to me. And that's really like I can't force myself to lie. If I ain't fucking with you, I ain't fucking with you. Outside, like, I can never be no actor. Like, that's one thing that's really making me like I could never be an actor. They would have to give me a real authentic role if I wanted to be in front of the camera. But I can play different things. But in real life, oh no, most definitely, they don't really make sense to me. We tell the truth, and if it's a problem, we push through. I really believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I do, and this book has made me realize I got some real morals and some real values that don't come common through the world, or it's only fairy tale to most individuals. My beliefs and myself and the principles that I choose to stand on is very important to me, and that's respect. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing harmful. I'm not an aggressive person, but when it comes to a point where you look around and it's come on now, stop, y'all not get the tripping, man. So yeah, I'm forever me though. That's one thing I realized for real. Like, well, I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It's just about embracing that and stop playing with that. You need to be proud of that. God, that's some God given type of thing. Some people really could care less about themselves, you know. So to care and to make better with that is a blessing, and I really do believe in that. Yeah, I do want to really make sure I start reading back scripture and the Bible and stuff because I think the Bible is real. Like, even though like I am not gonna lie, I'm an honest individual. Right? It's some things that I come across and it's like, you gotta really research. Sometimes it's for the better. Sometimes it make you lead to more questions. But there's nothing wrong with having questions. Don't let nobody tell you that. And even much as I love and have faith in God, don't let no religion tell you to that you can't ask questions. That's suspicious to me. No, you know what I'm saying? If you was having a father and son relationship, that son would ask his father questions, and his father would guide him. You know, his father would guide him, not punish him. Yeah, I really believe that too. Like some people can fall on the same religion, and they still be different. Hey, to each his own. I don't know. I know my faith and my intuition and this that above that I do feel is not made up. Been you know even before I was brought into a church, I knew it was something. It was loving, but it's really be hard though, cause you got self-limiting beliefs, right? You grow up in a community that is ridden with gang violence, gun violence, shootouts, all types of drama, all types of toxic relationship. And then you come to find out, you start studying history, and you realize a lot of even the mindsets are purposefully put out there for the people to influence. You know what I'm saying? The behavior, you know, because they think it's a self limit. Like motherfuckers don't start thinking outside the box, and they just get lost in the sauce. Shit, I mean, you get lost in the sauce, man. Don't get lost in the sauce, please don't. Don't let nobody make you crash out. Don't let nobody make you put your head down and just say become a nihilist. Nihilist is not that is so bro, is that shit boring as hell. Being a nihilist is boring. And I can say from a temporary point of life, probably 3 to 4 years. Niggas was goddamn pessimistic, close to being a nihilist. What a pessimistic people, pessimists be worse. But hey, but now I'm looking positive, optimistic, sober. I'm moving. I'm doing sports and shit. I'm doing way more than what I was told, maybe even supported or encouraged to do, because I can do things that even just because you don't point me in that direction don't mean that I'm not good in that direction or those hobbies, those skills. So, like sports, for example, in school, not everybody mom can afford those. You know what I'm saying? And some of y'all mamas doing crazy stuff to get them kids on them teams. You know what I'm saying? I don't see my coach. Nah, you know what I'm saying? But and that because I was actually good when I made that team. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if you can't really, but it's that if you don't have the utility, how you gonna ever know what you good at? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got that, cause that's what everybody wanted, like the goddamn cheddar. Or if they can't get that, they want that goddamn. They want some other. You know? No way. Right. And it's just like, bro, this video, this shit